The U.S. president's campaign pledge to crack down on illegal immigration faces a new roadblock.
A judge wasn't elected to do that. I was elected to do that.
On Friday, an 11th-hour plea from the American Civil Liberties Union sought to halt the deportation of dozens of Venezuelan men being held in a Texas facility, asking the court to preserve the status quo so the men will not be sent to a notorious prison in El Salvador, where more than 200 people have already been sent using a 1700s-era law known as the Alien Enemies Act.
This statute was designed for wartime. The statute gives the president the power to detain or deport nationals of the country with which we are at war.
The White House says its actions are lawful and that these men are gang members, but the Supreme Court responded in favor of the detainees, saying the government is directed not to remove any member until further order.
For the Supreme Court to weigh in at 1 a.m. on a Saturday tells you that the Supreme Court does not have faith that the government of the United States of America will follow through on the orders that it receives from the Supreme Court.
The administration still faces a potential contempt charge after it refused to turn around a flight to Venezuela back in March and has fought the court on providing details.
I definitely think that he's been using some of these cases for political wins.
The Supreme Court has said Trump can use the Alien Act if deportees are afforded a chance to plead their cases, something lawyers in Texas allege was denied and fear could result in more mistakes, like with the detention of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, deported on a paperwork error without due process.
The Trump administration is asserting a right to stash away residents of this country in foreign prisons.
Legal scholars are concerned if Trump chooses to ignore this ruling or any others, a constitutional crisis could emerge. Reggie, Cecchini, Global News, Washington.